Hey guys. Can everyone hear me okay? Yeah? Awesome. Is Dawn on everyone's spotlight video or just mine? Spotlight. How do I get it on me? Come on. Stealing my thunder.
Oh, we see you. Hear my spot.
That's
I can
weird.
hear my spotlight.
Oh,
here's my
spotlight. Well, welcome everybody. We're going to get started because I know it's crazy busy for everybody, but we are actually, I might be doing this one alone tonight because we just are getting home from a family night at the YMCA, a school family night, and it of course went way late and we're trying to get the kids in bed. So we had to have a meeting though this week because it has just been awesome getting back from corporate. And I just feel like I need to share this energy with all of you. I think the biggest thing that stuck out to me at conference or at corporate was how they treated people. It was just absolutely amazing. I don't think I've ever been a part of anything that was so respectful and celebrating people at every single level. So we went, and toured the corporate office. We went to the distribution center and met the people who are actually packaging up Juice Plus. And I can tell you that all of the leaders spoke the same about everybody in every position. They celebrated the people that were packaging the Juice Plus for us just as much as they did the, Janet Black and, the top people in our company. And that was just really huge. And just to see that they really work to make sure that they're treating everybody in the company well, and even financially, like rewarding them financially and just really praising them and being appreciative of them for every single position. And so that was just really, really powerful to me. And I know Justin would say the same. So I kind of wanted to talk about that, and then I'll go over, just kind of some of the tidbits that I thought were really powerful. But Autumn, you were there. Do you want to share anything that like really hit you about going to corporate?
Yeah, I definitely think it was just such a great experience, right? So, and I think that the energy with everybody everybody there, like it builds you. So it's sort of like conference. It's kind of that chance to reset and like kind of get grounded again. That's how I feel. And so it brings it back. I think corporate was amazing. But also the training that we did was invaluable, 50 people or so, to have people from corporate come over to our training, but also the leadership within our team, within our 5 NMD teams was just amazing. Phillips and, so it was kind of an intimate group at the same time, but definitely it felt like we were getting an invaluable lesson. So we can't wait to share that with everyone and make sure that everybody understands kind of all the different levels of training that we got.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for adding that. It was, I think they said maybe 55 people. Allie's team was the biggest one there. Woo woo, of course. There were 18 of us, and it was just absolutely awesome. So yeah, Autumn and I were talking. It just gets me more excited to get together with everybody. I mean, these events, I'm so thankful that we can do all of these things through Zoom, but actually getting together in the same room, that energy is just absolutely amazing. And just how it just lifts you up. So what we're going to do is I'm going to kind of talk about, there were just some key things that while I was reading over my notes quick, that really stuck out to me that I think are really important for us to remember too, is, you can't feel prevention, because I know we all get that, where people will cancel because they say, well, it didn't really do anything for me. But we need to stay so strong in our belief, because we know that you can't feel prevention. And we can feel really good knowing that there are so many things that are proven with Juice Plus, so we know that it was doing something for them. And one thing that stuck out to me too was, I don't remember who it was, but they kind of talked about how you really need to change your mindset from selling to gift giving. And that really hit me. It's like, that's so true. Even if we have someone that only gives it the try for 4 months, you know, they didn't feel anything, it didn't do anything for them. What a gift that we just gave them. For 4 months, we helped them flood their body with whole food nutrition. And we know what that did for them, even if it was only for those 4 months that we could help them. So I think we really need to stay strong with that. This is a gift. The products are a gift. This business opportunity is a gift. And we just really need to stay strong in that we are changing lives. We are changing the world. And it's amazing to get together with these groups and just see how big of an impact we really are having on this world. Sometimes I think it can seem so small when we're just in our own communities and thinking about our customers. But when you look at how this is spreading out over the world and these success stories, it just gives you that drive to keep going and keep sharing and keep offering these beautiful gifts to people. Another thing that really struck me was learning about the St. Jude's Marathon. I knew about the St. Jude's Marathon. I knew about St. Jude's. But Heidi had a team member, I believe it was the very first team member, came up and shared with us, and her daughter was cared for at St. Jude's when she was 4.5 because she had a brain tumor. And she did pass away at age 5 from the brain tumor. And just to hear her story and to hear what, you know, you hear, okay, St. Jude's, they take you in and they don't give the family a bill. You know, you hear that, but then to hear a mother's story of her child, and she even played a recording for us when her little girl was interviewed by the radio, and just to hear the sweet little voice and how St. Jude's just, I mean, it gave her hope, and it really gave the family a place to, you know, to give their daughter to have hope and to feel normal. They said that was something that was so huge. They do there at St. Jude's. They do everything to just help these kids feel normal and make the experience as, you know, normal as it can be. So I feel so strongly about that I'm someone who hates running. A lot of you probably saw my Facebook post. I hate running. Like, I hate it. I don't know if I can even express how much I hated it my whole entire life. But it struck me. I thought, oh my goodness, these kids are going through all this. If, you know, they don't want to go through that. I don't want to run. Maybe this is something I could give a try. And I am doing the Couch to 5K to see if I can at least, you know, run a 5K and just give back to the marathon. I know it's so small. You know, everyone else is running the full marathon, and I'm hoping to run the 5K. But I hope that speaks to you that, you know, maybe to even look into that, even just donating to it, and, you know, telling your friends and supporting it. But hey, through this, through me being open and honest about this journey that I'm about ready to take on, I am having so much interaction on my Facebook page. So this is just going to be great no matter what. And it's me being honest about what I'm going through and what I'm willing to try. So that was a big thing. And they wanted us to be able to go to St. Jude's, but it just didn't work out. And I'm actually glad, because it was so emotional just hearing that story. I don't know if I would have been able to handle the emotional nature of that. And that really was, this whole training was so emotional. It had such a huge emotional impact for me. And most of you have done Image, and so you know that that's really what sparks change. And so I am super excited about my future, because it was a very emotional training. It was very much getting down to your why, to your goals, and creating that vision. And so that's what I want to share with you guys tonight. So the first thing is to make sure that you're really going through your why. There is a worksheet on Mission Driven Model info, and pretty much it's just asking why, I think 7 times. I don't have it in front of me. It's just, you know, why are you doing this business? You know, because I want more time with my family. Well, why do you want more time with your family? And when I filled it out, I didn't feel like it worked for me. So I said to Allie, I said, I don't think this is my why. And we just had that conversation. She said, why are you doing this? Well, because I want to spend more time with my family. Well, why? Well, because I feel like we're we all do our best when we have that time together. So, that's really my why, so that we're able to have, something financially stable, that Jess and I are able to really be there for our kids. And, being a yellow, I need to make money by doing something to help other people. So it still, fits with my vision. So I really want to encourage you to go through that worksheet. If it doesn't seem to be getting you to the heart of your why and why you're doing this, then let's talk. Let's just have a conversation, and we'll help you dig down deep and get to your why. And so then the next thing that we did was we went through and we created our goals. And so I want you to do that. I want you right now to grab a piece of paper and to jot down your goals. So we start with Phoenix. It's coming up soon. What's your goal? And for me, my goal is still to hit Q. I won't say impossible, but it's very unlikely that would happen. But I cannot bring myself to write anything else. I just can't. So you know what? I'm still going to go for it. And if I don't hit it, at least I know that I'm going to push so hard and then hit it shortly after. So I'm still going for it. And then, so for this conference, and then you're looking at the conference. Here I am, what I'm looking for. So then you'd be looking at fall conference. So what do you want by fall conference? So my goals for Phoenix are that I would be Q, Autumn's in POB, Sarah's SC, Dawn's SC, and my new rep Amanda is to at least BF. And preferably with all of those people are working lines, because then I would hit Q. And then for fall conference, I want to be NMD. I want Autumn at SSC, Sarah at SSC, Dawn at SSC, Amanda at SC, Katie at SC, at Sacramento. So at spring 2019, I plan Justin, Dawn, and Autumn being at Q, that I would be a 24 club then. And fall the next year in Austin, Texas, that's when Autumn's going to hit NMD. And Dawn and Justin are hitting NMD too, right? Yeah. So if I'm not saying your name in these things, it's because I don't know what your goal is. But I know that that's what they want to do, and that's what they're going for. And so, yeah, Dawn has it all planned out. So please let me know what your goals are so I can add it to my list, because then I'm sending that energy to you guys, and I'm staying focused on making sure that you guys hit your goals. Because you know what, it is exciting to hit your own goal, but helping your team hit their goals is even more exciting. And so it's kind of a neat way that that's how our business works, that, helping your team reach their goals is what's going to help you hit your goals. All right, and so the next thing that you're going to do, and this is going to be your homework, and this is what ours was, it was our homework. We had to create a vision of what, like we were writing, like something written about us 2 years from now. So after those goals are hit. So Allie did a letter from her boys, like her oldest writing a letter to her or about her. Some people did it like a journal entry of, looking at where they came and how they got there. Some people did it like they were being interviewed. So whatever kind of speaks to you. And I'm going to read mine to you. And I'll tell you, this was a very, very emotional thing. It was on Friday night, busy day of traveling. We had trainings all day long. We didn't get back to our room till I think like 10 o'clock because we did trainings that late on Friday. And then this was our homework to do this. And I'll tell you, I sat and sobbed in my hotel room. It was so emotional to just get it all out and really look at, where do you want to be and what obstacles do you have to overcome to get there? And so I'm going to read this to you, and I'm going to stay strong and harness the people who read them in front of the group that didn't cry. I did read it in front of the group and did pretty good, not crying. And then a lot of other people shared as well. So it was kind of a neat thing to hear all of these emotional stories of people getting up there and really seeing their vision, and it's powerful. So I am going to ask you if you have this done. because I expect you to do it because it's that important, and that's why I want you to do it. So I wrote mine as if my boys, Parker and Carter, had to write something about their mom when they're 7.5 years old. So it says, let us tell you about our super mom. She has always had a caring heart, but forgot to take care of herself when we were born. That caused Mom to have a really, really hard time. We were okay because Mom always took good care of us and showed us lots of love, but we wanted her to feel like herself again. Somehow Mom pulled through and realized instead of letting that hard time consume her, she could use it to grow stronger and help others. She started learning how to keep herself healthy so that would never happen again. She surprised everyone with how much she changed. That Dad, Aunt Dawn, Grandma all got excited to get healthier too. Mom's friend Allie could see how strong she really was and had Mom try things she really didn't want to. Mom was amazed she really could do those things, and by getting better, lots of other people got better too. Mom and Dad were excited for a new life, but had a hard time fitting it all in. Mom worried she wasn't taking care of herself enough and didn't want to struggle again. Mom and Dad found a way to go on cool trips that showed them how powerful they really were. After they went to Memphis, they realized God had a huge plan for their lives. That's when Mom and Dad got serious. They figured out a budget and stuck to it. They used time blocking and stuck to it. They made time for getting healthy, helping others, themselves, and us. They followed their hearts and moved where they knew would be best to raise us. Mom got rid of her anger and built the biggest deflector shield. This made her unstoppable. Mom even stood on stage in front of 10,000 people to tell them how to be amazing just like her. And Dawn, Autumn, Sarah, and others showed the world how amazing they were too. We know our mom is perfect for us. She shows us and everyone else that regardless of what struggles or how bad things are, you can always turn it around. Mom shows everyone your dreams are attainable. We love our life and having Mom and Dad home with us in the morning, after school, weekends, summer, and whenever we need them. Our family has so much fun together. We can't wait to see Dad on stage next year telling everyone his amazing story. Our family shows others small steps can lead to big changes. Every day we show the world we're England's, we're awesome, we win. So, that's
You're awesome. You are so awesome.
Thank you. I mean, it's so good to go through that, and it's emotional because you're thinking about where you've been and what you're struggling with now and what you're going to have to do to get through that. But they talked a lot about that vision and how important that is. You know, they did us through a guided, meditation and just the power of your mind. And they talked about a study of, basketball players. And, when you compared the groups between who just had to, for an hour, sit there and envision themselves making free throws and who practiced making free throws for that hour, the people who visualized it just did 1% less than the people who actually practiced it. So it's powerful. It was almost as powerful as being out there actually practicing and doing it. So just think of how powerful that is. You need to get your goals clear so that you can have that clear vision, and you need to just continually tell your story to yourself over and over and make it happen, and you will change your reality. And so some of the things they talked about to make that easier would be, the time blocking. They talked a lot about that. And I'll be honest, I'm still struggling with that. I'm still struggling with how to get it all in, because kind of after the kids are in bed, that's kind of my Juice Plus time, but kind of my catching up on housework. And so I'm going to figure it out, but I think it's going to be short segments. Like, okay, for 15 minutes, I'm sitting down and doing these messages, and then I'll go back to my dishes, and then maybe 15 minutes again. So I'll figure out how to do it, but that's what everyone keeps talking about. So that is where to go. And during those times, like stick to it. When you do that time blocking, stick to it. Put your goggles on. Don't let your phone distract you. Don't let other things distract you. And I'd ask too, with a lot of us, we're still working. And so how do we, if that's not my Juice Plus time that someone needs to do a call, well, how could I make that work? And they talked about then you just kind of swap. Like, okay, well, this was supposed to be my family time, but I have to do a call. So I'm going to swap that. Other Juice Plus time will be family time. And so there's definitely a way to make it work. And there's plenty of people that build, awesome businesses while working full time. So we can totally do it as well. And they shared about TeamZ, which is a service you can sign up for. There's a 1 month free trial. And then if you would pay for it by the year, it's $300 a year. So, $1 a day or less to have a personal secretary, essentially. And we're excited. We're going to wait and kind of find a little more training on how to export everything to make it easier. But it's a way pretty much for you to stay on top of things. It gives you your list of who you reach out to. It reminds you who to follow up with. So I'll definitely be doing that because I have the hard time with the follow-up. I might make my beautiful list of people to reach out with, but then I'm sending so many messages that I forget to go back and continue those conversations that might have been dropped. So I'm super excited about that. And Joy Kelly sprinkled magic dust on us, and that magic dust is what we all can have. It's really knowing your why, so having that drive, being coachable. We are so lucky, you guys. We have such amazing leaders. Not every team is so lucky to have this because ours really does run up the leash. We have, Allie, and then Joy, and then Mitra. Those are strong leaders. That is awesome. That is such an advantage to us. So we need to be coachable. If they're telling us to do something and that something works, we need to listen and go with it. And, we have to have a good work ethic. We have to have our DMOs down and our calendar full. We have to really have that strong vision and that passion for as well. If we have that strong vision and that strong why, we're going to have that passion because we're going to know why we're doing this and where we want to go. And then she also talked about our posture, how you present yourself. We don't want to be hunters going out there looking for someone. We want to be attracting the kind of person that we want. And so really thinking about what kind of posture you are greeting this world with. So those were the main things that I wanted to share with you guys. And if there's an area that you want to dive in deeper, there's always so many trainings that we can find that can help explain those a little bit more. But I'd say the biggest thing is, just keep working on those beliefs, the belief in yourself, the belief in the product, the belief in this industry, and the belief in the company. And I'm so glad that I got to go to Memphis because now my belief in the company is huge. So I think I'm always going to be working on that, my belief in myself. I believe that's just who I am. And then my belief in this industry. I'm really having to work on that, this is something to be proud of being a network professional. So that's where I'm working. And yeah, I'm just so excited. And I'm just so thankful because I have such an amazing team. And you guys are just always there for us and support us as we're figuring out this whole thing of how to be leaders and how to do all of this. So thank you guys so much for getting on. Autumn, is there anything else that you wanted to share that you took away?
I think it was just two sayings, right? Like, so would you follow you? And sometimes I get down in the dumps and I'm still trying to do the business and I'm still but I have to remember, like, okay, would you follow you? Like, okay, so we got to rise up, right? We got to do it in the way that fits us best, and we got to make sure that we're the example of things. And so that's an important piece. And then finally, okay, so would you follow you? And then what's the other one that is, be yourself because everybody else is taken. And so sometimes I get in this habit like, oh man, I wish that I was Lisa and Justin, or I wish I was Allie or Joy or whoever. But, we really just have to be comfortable in our own skin. And so I think that's really important. And we're going to do this our own way. And so when we're comfortable there, we're going to find our niche and we're really going to excel there. So, be yourself because everybody else is already taken. We can't be the Allie. We can't be the Lisa or the Justin. We just have to be ourselves. So that's it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's so right on. Does anyone have any questions about anything? anything they got going on that they want to share with the group, or?
I just wanted to make sure, did everybody watch the training that was actually recorded? Was it Julie Hurst
Oh, mm-hmm.
on the cherry bombs? So if you guys haven't seen that, make sure you watch it. It's really good. She talks about the DMO and the 2x2 and three-way calls and Voxer and personal growth, but it was good till that training. I felt I was kind of there.
Yeah, she was really great. Yeah, and it was just amazing. We had such amazing people in this company come out and train us. And oh my goodness, I forgot to say, Tanya Oxley came out from corporate, and she showed us, like people's actual paychecks, and that will build your belief in this industry very quickly. And she's like, I'm not telling you that you can go home and say that I'm going to make $100,000 a month, but I'm going to tell you the opportunity is there. And I mean, she literally showed us, and we saw, to break it down, how many, qualified sales coordinators they had, how many generations. It was really cool. And it was neat to just see how it worked too. Someone then, in the downline was making 100,000, and the person in the upline was only making 5,000. So it kind of showed how it's not a pyramid. It's really what you're doing on your, what you're doing. So appearance.
When I was at Image, last Image, somebody said they had like 150 customers, and like her business is not going as well as she's building, but her customer base is huge. She's making $49,000 a month. Nice. I'm like, oh, okay.
I think we'll be all right. Yeah. Yeah. So it is. It's just neat to know that you have that opportunity. I don't know if there's other jobs out there that you can really see, wow, if I really put the time and effort in, that I can make whatever I want, So, and yeah, everybody was just awesome. I mean, everybody. Janet Black came to talk to us. I mean, they were all so nice and just always been appreciative to us. Here we're like starstruck seeing them, and they're like, thank you guys for everything you do. And it's, you guys going out there and being positive, and it was awesome. And they also talked about, because I said, how do you guys do this where you're so positive all the time? And they really talked about how it's plugging in. You can't be negative and down in the dumps when you're with a bunch of other positive people. So, if you're having a bad day, don't hide away too long. Plug back in, and that's going to pull you back up. So that was always good, because I think it's hard. Everyone has stress in their lives, and life is just stressful. And just to not stay in that place too long, not give that energy, keep plugging in to the positive, keep that vision, and just keep moving forward.
And the most important thing, tell us about that complete machine. Do they sell it? Are they going to? That'd be awesome.
Yeah. It's technically just a margarita machine. If you go on Amazon and look at a margarita machine, that's ultimately what it is. But the lady has it like down to a science, and we're actually going to get the recipe. AJ knows the lady. But like, it has that like slight crystallized ice in it. If I wasn't with my wife, I probably would have drank half of the thing. Like, I've never had and never replicated it to make complete taste that good. And we mixed it together.
Ooh,
it was like a twist cone from Dairy Queen. Like, when you packaging it, it was by far the best thing. I mean,
was it made with milk, or was it made with water, or what?
Rice milk.
Yeah, rice milk.
We made it with rice milk. I don't know, and we've never made it that like thick, and that like the chocolate was extra. It was.
Yeah, it was definitely more like a icy slushy.
It was almost like an icy. Yeah.
But creamy. It was. We just need to stop talking. It was deliciousness.
We're gonna get a margarita.
And you can't even. Yeah, it's awesome. And yeah, I literally was looking at.
Do they have a limit of how many glasses you can get a day? I mean,
well, I was just thinking it might be economical with when we have 3 teenage boys. I mean, come on.
And they all have one for breakfast. We have our 2 a day.
It'll
like,
be worth
we can
it.
easily get through it.
So we'll just be investing early.
Yeah.
It's an investment.
But it is. It was everything. I mean, there was 57 people that were there, and there was probably 110 photos of the slushy machine.
Yeah.
Well, that's all we've heard about at corporate. You got to go to corporate for that reason.
Yeah, I think they do sell. I mean, was it something that they would go and buy, or was that free? I guess they didn't have anyone working like a cashier. Did they just have it all available?
The food, there was food in there that I think, you could purchase, but that, like, slushie machine, you just went.
I don't know for sure, but there wasn't a cashier working.
But, and that was, I don't know how much Lisa talked about corporate. I got on a little late, but, that right there, I think is what cemented the take what they say seriously. We hear all these really amazing things, but like, they have TVs up with people's anniversary and their birthdays, and you ask Janet Black who the names of the people in distributor are, and she knows. Like, they know who is answering the telephones. And they talk about the person loading the truck in the same amount of respect as any of the top executives, type of thing. Like, they take care of their people because, some of them have been there for like 30 years. Like, like what they say, the average was like 12 to 15 years or something like that the person was. I mean, in the distributor center, there was like two guys that were there for like, one was 27, one was 30. Like, people don't want to leave because they're treated like the best you can be treated, and they get paid for what they do, and they work hard, and and it's just, it runs right down from the top to the bottom, and you can see it now. Like, that was like what they, like, we have the research studies to say what we say about Juice Plus proves it. Like, that proved it. Like, they take care of their stuff, and they're going to take care of us, and it's just something to be respectable, in that sense of it. So
awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for getting on. We appreciate it. And do your homework. Write your vision.
Third Thursday of every month we do this. So
this one was late because last week we had parent-teacher conferences.
Is this not the third?
I don't think it is. I think last
week. The first was a Thursday. But next March, we're going to expect, even if you weren't on the call, that you have this written. And explain a little bit more, Lisa. Like, you're writing this 2 years from now.
Yeah.
Joy said it is 2019, and you are writing, or 2020, and you are writing this about what happened over the last 2 years through some spectrum. I know, but we're reminding them because that's the important part of your homework.
It is a good experience. Justin loves it too.
I wrote mine. I sat for 45 minutes and stared at my paper. It took me that much because it was, like, just the emotional part about it. It was, yeah. I mean, it took me a while to get it going, and then all of a sudden, and I was nervous to share because I was like, I don't know if I did it right, until you realize you can't, because it's your story, and this is what came out of the pen, and this was about me, and yeah, and it. I mean, it does make.
Justin will share his next time.
I'll share mine next time.
So, all right. Well, thank you guys so much. You have an awesome night, and I'm so excited for all of our futures. Yay! Woo, woo, woo. All right. Bye, guys.